If you don't, if you think it, then ink it. It's vital. Isn't it amazing when you write something down, what you do with it? And I'm going to ask you another question. How many people in here right now, today, if I ask you to show it to me, you have a written list of to-dos, things you're going to do today? Put your hands up. Excellent. That's a business plan. That's a business plan. See? Because that's the things you plan to do today. That's a short-term plan. Now, you could have a 3-5 year business plan, but if you don't have a to-do list every day, you're probably not going to reach the goal you want to go after. Does that make sense? So work a to-do list. And the power of a to-do list, by the way, is if you take and put your to-do list the night before. See, don't wait till the morning to sit up and try to decide what you're going to do, but because by that time, several other people will have things they want you to do. And it's not maybe what you want to do. Make your list the night before. And what happens is the subconscious mind will work on the things that you want to do tomorrow while you're sleeping, and you'll wake up literally on a roll. Seize the moment. Entrepreneurs seize the moment when they see those opportunities that come and play. Now, in reference to 2010, you know, there's been a lot of hype and a lot of excitement about 2010 now for 2 or 3 years. Okay? But it's here. Okay? And some of us would not have seized the moment. But so there are opportunities still probably to seize the moment with some of the visitors that are here. But I'm going to say the most important people are your present clients and your potential local clients, because there will always be events and functions and new things happening in the economy like the World Cup. And you can offer specials no matter what business you're in any kind of event that may be happening at the time if you tie into those events. Do you know that there's a website that you can go to, and you can come and see, ask Raul, who works with me out here, and he has the product table, and we use it a lot, and in any given month, okay, there are probably about 100 special days that you can use to capitalize on from a marketing point of view. So all we're saying here is take and capitalize on that energy. Be a goal setter, okay? Be a goal setter. And what are we talking about here? Is that you've got to know where you're going. Okay? Good, solid business people, entrepreneurs, they have a good plan of action, they set the goals, and they go after it. So I'm going to just take and run you through some points on goal setting. If you don't know where you're going, you won't know when you get there. Okay? Got to have a destination. Okay? Got to have a focus. Okay? Do I know where I'm going? Only 4% of the population have goals that are written. And the 4% that have written goals achieve them 95% of the time. So when you set goals in your business, or you set goals for the people around you, we must take and make them realistic. So when you choose your goal, know what you want with no indecisiveness whatsoever. Okay? Very important to know what you want for sure. Because if you're not sure, you really won't go after it. Okay? The clearer the intent, the greater the emotional desire is, and the sooner it becomes reality. So the clearer the intent, and your intent gets clearer by knowing what you want to do. Be specific about your goal. For example, okay, increase your turnover, our turnover from 2 million to 3 million. Now, very important, now you see what I'm putting on the end of it. In 1 year. What's the difference between a dream and a goal? Anybody know? Timelines. Absolutely. All the difference between a dream and a goal is a dream with deadlines or timelines. Because all of us dream becomes a goal when you put a time to it. Okay? So as you put your goals together, make sure you put some time to it. Okay? Increase my profits by 10% by August the 31st. It's a time limit. Open 3 new market areas this year. Launch a small telemarketing division that will achieve 20% of our turnover in 2010. Okay? Hire and develop a sales manager to take over the management of the sales force by July 31st. All you've got to do is take and do it in incremental pieces, and that means that this coming month, by the time I hit the end of the month, I want to have 20% of next month's month in the bank. And then next month after that, I want 40% of month end of the next month in the bank. And you just keep doing that until all of a sudden you have 2 months ahead, then 3 months, then 4 months, and 5 months. And I'll tell you what, it changes your life. Do I have the time, energy, ability, and desire to commit to this? You've got to ask that question. No sense having 100 goals that you're not going to do. Okay? You put down a few that you're going to be committed to. Start only with those you want to achieve, that you will persevere, you won't give up on. Okay? Enjoy the journey moment by moment. And is this my goal or someone else's goal? And I think it's mine. Let me read that one again. Is this my goal or someone else's goal? And I think it's mine. When the mission is clear, abundance and know-how will appear. So when the mission is clear, okay, of what I want to do, abundance and know-how will be there. Smart goals. Choose your goals. Be specific. Okay? Be specific. And so we got SMART there. If your goals are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time limited. And the question, does your goal or your business plan direction align with your personal hierarchy of values and personal beliefs? If not, you will continually sabotage yourself. Know what your hierarchy of values are. Then break your goals down into smaller chunks. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And if you take and you want to do 3 million goal in the year, well, in the first quarter you say maybe 600,000. The second quarter I want to do 700 grand. The third quarter 800, and the fourth quarter 900,000. Maybe small businesses, I want to do 200 this year. Then maybe it's 30 in the first quarter, which means the first 3 months. The second quarter is 40,000. The third quarter is 60,000, and the fourth quarter is 70,000. Now you break it down even a bit further, and you say in that first quarter it's 600 grand. So January I want it to be 150, February 200,000, and March 250. Okay, you see what I'm doing here? I'm taking it down to smaller bites. And then on the smaller business side, I may say 7 grand, 10 grand in February, 13 in March. And then I average it out and say, well, that means in January, over the 20 days, I got to do 7,500 a day. And you focus on the day and you start measuring that. Okay? Am I doing 7,500 a day? That's what it means, or 350 a day over here. So, example, if your average sale is 5 grand, it may take 5 clients, face-to-face meetings to do one deal. You have to be realistic. So that means I have to do 5 calls to get 1 5 grand sale. Okay? That means the following actions. In month 1, your team needs to see 150 clients to close 30 sales at 5 grand a sale. In January, they have only 15 working days, so you decide you need 2 of your salespeople to see 3 clients a day, and 1 salesperson has to see 4 clients a day. This will give you your 30 sales for the month of January. You need to have daily actions with specific activities if you're going to reach specific goals. Okay? I'll just give you a quick example there. And set up a measurement system. And just remember, what gets done usually is stuff that gets measured. Okay? So set up a measurement system and keep score so you can pat yourself and your team on the back, because you've got to feel good about it. Okay? Measurement creates a feeling of achievement, and achievement creates energy, and then energy creates spirit. Okay? Measure your activities, your number of sales, your average sales, etc. Okay? And then short-term measurement targets to reach. So I showed you, you chunk it into short-term measurement targets. And see if you're behind or ahead, and see failure mistakes just as information. And just remember that, because a lot of us feel really bad when we fail. And just remember, failure and success are not opposites. Failure is part of success. You wouldn't be walking if you didn't fail. Because you kept falling down and you kept getting back up, didn't you? And eventually you walked. You wouldn't have rode a bicycle if you hadn't failed. Okay? Now the key is when you fail or you make mistakes, try and learn from them. Report to someone who holds you accountable. Very important. To have somebody that will help hold you accountable on your activities and your goals and the things that you say you're going to do. Share your goals and targets with the right people. Because there are the wrong people that will give you wrong advice. There are the wrong people that will take and pull you down. Okay, make your goals and your targets visible. And because it's a good guide for your decision making. Before you move forward, you take a look at it and say, does this fit with my goals? Review the goals and targets and results on a regular basis, adjust and change where necessary, and look ahead. Know the hurdles and the roadblocks, and make a plan to handle them. 90% preparation, 10% perspiration. Think ahead, okay? Because there will be hurdles along the way. And have rewards and incentives and celebrations. It's not all about hard work. You've got to put time limits on things, and then when you hit those areas,